Match day, FA Cup, 4th round, Saturday night. Reading are in town. United expected to make changes. This is your match day vlog. This is at the Matic TV. I'm just outside Costa, as you can see. Just waiting for the boys to come out. We are heading down to Old Trafford now. It's about an hour and a half till kick-off. Teams haven't dropped yet. We'll come to you when the teams drop outside Old Trafford. But yeah, a bit of a happy vibe going on right now. Obviously in the middle of Cup week. One game done, 3-0, first leg. Forest on Wednesday. Nice and easy. Moving on to the FA Cup today. Reading, I'm expecting similar. But we are going to be getting a few changes in the team lineup, I think, today. So will that disrupt the flow of play? How we've been playing on the 10 hard games for players that really need game time? Are they going to be rusty? All these questions will be answered in the next 10 minutes on this video. But yeah, we just had something to eat quickly. Got a drink. We're going to head down to the ground now, see who's about, wait for the team news to drop, and I will catch up with you when we are there.
Half an hour early, go get a phone back.
Okay, inside, it was raining, so we just walked inside. Teams are in, incredibly strong team. Apart from Maguire and Lindelof at the back, United are pretty much at full strength. Midfield, same as Forest. Attack, same as Forest. Manchester United and Ten Hag not taking any chances in the FA Cup. He wants a cup, he wants a trophy. I'm expecting this to go crazy first half, put the game to bed, then rest players. That's how I see it. I don't see United starting sluggishly or finding a way in the game. I think they're going to take the game straight to Reading, and I think that is the game, and that's his plan. Use the 5 substitutes, rest half the team, give some time to some free players, some youngsters, I think, in the second half. Fully on, no nonsense football this from Ten Hag tonight, and you know what, you've got to applaud it in a way. There's many a times when we've been coming here and watching Man United reserve teams, youth teams play big games, just about get through or straight through. Don't look like Ten Hag. He's wanting to take any risk at all in any competition. When he gets a chance and he thinks that he can play his strongest team, he's playing it. And it's the same tonight. Here we go. Oh, well, not what he expected. The possession stats and the shot stats will tell you exactly how everyone thought this game was going to go. The only problem is 12 shots and 1 on target, 2 shots from Reading, 1 on target. The fact that Reading have got as many shots on target in this half tells you exactly how we have played. All the game, no idea, it seems, especially in the final third. It's just not been good enough. Lethargic, yes, we did get the goal, apparently. I don't know, it looked level on TV, I've been told, but it's not been given. That was our only real sort of penetrative sort of effort. The only other one that was on target was Rashford's free kick, so it's quite clear to see what the problem is with United in that first half. It's not clinical enough again and struggling to put the ball in the net. It's not been as much of an issue recently, but this is the problem if like Marcus Rashford is off or like Bruno isn't quite firing. Who is going to step up? Who is that next player? That's where we're at in this half. I think Eriksen's been off for me. Casemiro's been decent. I think Rashford just needs to start using his pace down the line, taking a few players. And I think I've seen him take one player on or go out one player once in this half, and it caused havoc. That's where United get the goals. But I mean, we're here at half time now, and United are 0-0. We're not going to be able to rest players. I thought we would be able to, so we'll have to just carry on with the team that is until we get this goal. Reading have offered 0, except, like I said then, weirdly, somehow they've got as many shots on target as we have in that first half. Come on, United. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. 10 minutes of Brazilian brilliance. That's all it took in the end, which was a difficult game for United. We made a lot of hard work of that game. We're in the next round. We're in the hat for the draw. That's all that matters right now. I'll get back to the game itself, and it was just 10 minutes. The game was done and dusted. It was crazy 10 minutes. Brazilian magic for 10 minutes. Obviously, Anthony got man of the match there. There were a few questions, moans and groans when that was announced. I don't know who was working for ITV tonight or whoever it was who gave him man of the match. I thought Casemiro probably should have took it with them 2 goals, but Anthony's quality in that ball through, which changed the game basically when the goal went in for Casemiro. A superb finish from Casemiro. Let's not even get on to his second one yet, but that ball from Anthony dissected, that's the bit of quality. Brilliant assist, and hopefully that gives him the confidence going forward. He just doesn't stop. As much as his end product hasn't been what a lot of fans have wanted, he does not stop running, he does not stop tracking back, and he's just one of them little warriors. He's a little pit bull, he just keeps on going, like an Energizer bunny. You just want that bit, that end quality to be a little bit better with him. But you got to give him credit for his work rate and what he brings to the team. And I'm glad that he stayed on the pitch, actually, because I think once them 3 goals went in, Andy Carroll's red card, what happened to him, he had a total rush of blood. The game was done, and Ten Hag made the substitutions that we all thought we might have seen at the start of the game. I just had a message there from Ricky. We had a conversation there about how serious Ten Hag is taking it. I thought we'd get changes today. Ricky's saying it's a breath of fresh air that he's actually made this team go out again. 1 change from the game that we played in midweek. He's taking these cup competitions seriously, Ten Hag. He wants a trophy, and I think that is massive for this football club right now. I think the way he's approaching it, I think it was probably right in the end. I think he would have thought we'd have had that game put to bed a lot earlier. I think the first half was very disappointing for United. I think I counted and managed to look at the stats at half time. It was about 80% possession, 12 shots, just 2 on target. I mean, Reading were 1 behind us with 2 attempts on target. It just was not good enough in the final third. And you know what? I think he was thinking half time, done and dusted, pretty much like Forest. Then make a lot of changes at half time and see the game out. In the end, that crazy 10-minute spell when we went 3-0 up, yeah, they got a consolation from poor defending, poor organisation from a corner. But I think he just put everything on there, rested everyone he needed to, and it was good to see. It did completely kill the game off, though. We lost all cohesion and rhythm that we had prior to that. If we had the same team on for the rest of that game, that probably would have been 6 or 7 the way it was going. But obviously, we're giving game time to Garnacho, Palestri, likes of Mainu, Fred comes on. We've got resting time for Casemiro, Rashford, Weghorst, Eriksen, big players that we probably, if we're honest with ourselves, weren't expecting to be out on the pitch tonight. It's good. We're in the next round, like I said, in the hat for the draw, 5th round. That's all that matters. Another game out of the way. 2 wins in a row after a poor week last week. Like I said the same thing at Forest. I said the same thing again. It's a good way to end the week. It's a good way just to build a little bit of momentum again. Make sure when we come up against Forest on Wednesday that we take that as serious as we did tonight. We need to keep this momentum going. The defeat, even though it might not mean as much in the whole scheme of things, may disrupt this team. We are a team that runs on confidence, and you can see there are a few players now that are actually playing at the top of their game, the likes of Rashford, Casemiro. I think Bruno tonight, even though he's wasteful with some of his shots again, he shows his quality and what he brings to the team. A brilliant assist for Fred and a superb finish. Pass to Fred, that's it again off the bench. He knows his role in this team, and it's good to see. He isn't a starter, and we will struggle when the likes of Casemiro are missing. Can we rest players like we did there tonight to make sure that Casemiro sees out the full season? Yes. Let's be more clinical in front of goal. Let's put these games to bed when we can do. And let's give the big players the rest when needed. And we get that precious game time for Mainu, for Palestri and Garnacho. We'd have thought them 3 would have played the amount of games and appearances between them that they have done so far this season. No one would have put anything on that. But we're doing it, and we're managing to do that because Ten Hag's managing the season. I remember what I said in the preview. I expect Rashford to be rested, I expect Eriksen to get rest time, and all these big players. And they did in the end. He made sure it was secure first, and some will give him praise for that. Some will say that you're risking it a little bit. Like when he played Casemiro at Crystal Palace. He doesn't think about the next game. He thinks about the game in front of him, and he needs respect and credit for that. Because that's 12 cup games this season now under Ten Hag with 11 wins. He's taken the cup serious, and then there's taken the cup serious. This is the latter. Ten Hag wants this trophy. He wants as many trophies as he possibly can. The fixture pile-up coming up over this next month is just crazy. We can book our Leeds week now. Back-to-back Leeds, followed by Barcelona, home and away. A cup final, because we will see off Forest on Wednesday. It is just full on exactly what Manchester United used to be, and my whole Manchester United were expecting to be at this stage of the season, fighting on all fronts. There is a treble on the cards here. There is a serious treble on the cards. Europa, FA, and Carabao. That is the treble. I'm telling you, stranger things have happened, but don't put it past Ten Hag getting this team to 3 trophies this season the way he's going at it. We just have to make sure that we nurse the players that need nursing and rest them where we can. He's doing it differently to what I thought he would, but he's still doing it. We've now got a chance to rest players again against Forest. I said this after the game on Wednesday. We've got a chance now at Old Trafford on Wednesday to rest a few more players. That game is pretty much done and dusted. Nothing stupid. Let's make sure we start with a strongish team. Make sure we just get through it. As soon as we're into the second half, we're resting players again then ahead of Palace, which now becomes important because we need to take this cup form into the league and solidify that top 4 spot, because the amount of games we've got coming up now, with the final move in the Brentford game, we could end up falling out of the top 4 again. Still have the games in hand, but being out of that top 4, you know what, it sometimes plays on the mentality heading into March and not being in it because we're playing too many cup games. It can have effect sometimes. All in all, we've got to be happy. 2 cup wins in a week. Let's make it 3 against Forest, and let's finish this off nicely. Moving on to February, and what a month this is going to be. If you're a United fan, this is what you should be excited for. This is what you should expect. This is what you should want from your team, your manager, and this squad here. It's brilliant stuff. I'm just buzzing, looking forward to February now. Bring it on. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Cheers for watching. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in below.
Yeah.